We'd like to share the journey of a typical order from supplier receipt to retailer put away. The example used is a typical ambient order with 3 full pallets of a single product, the lowest cost for all parties. 12 layer or sandwich pallets with 4 products per pallet, which is typical of many customers for slower selling products. The final 4 pallets are mixed product pallets, typical for slower selling products. This example features 12 products with a total of 85 cases. Now let's follow each order type around the warehouse. The full pallet single location makes it the fastest. For the layer picked pallet in this example, the picker collects an extra 3 pallets to separate the products. The mixed case pallet is the least efficient pick, with the added risk of manual counting errors for both picker and receiver. We now see the screen split into 3 to compare each handling method, using typical industry standard fully loaded labour and equipment costs. All 3 scenarios show a pallet being collected at the start, with 1 already full. The full pallet is taken directly to the marshalling area, ready for its destination and content label to be added prior to loading. This layer pick pallet takes about 4 times longer than the full pallet pick. Adding empty pallets reduces the space for product, increasing the supplier distribution cost, but this reduces the handling time and cost for the customer. Once the pallet is complete, it is wrapped, labelled and marshalled, ready for loading. The mixed case pallet is the most time-consuming pick. Operators must travel to multiple locations, pick the correct product and quantity, and stack them safely and efficiently. With the pallets wrapped, labelled and loaded, it's time to deliver them to the retailer DC. The case-picked pallets are where the ORCA optimizer comes into its own, aggregating multiple case orders into layers and increasing pallet fill by up to 10%, in turn reducing both transport costs and emissions. Once again, we see all 3 activities running in parallel, with the most frenetic being the mixed case pallet breakdown onto new pallets. The full pallet is the simplest of tasks, with the pallet label making it easier to direct a pallet to its selected location in the warehouse. The layered pallet is also simple to handle and put away, as the pallet removes the need to manually handle it, reducing damage and simplifying the count before each layer is transferred to its storage location. Sandwich pallets are typically requested by customers who wish to reduce their handling costs. However, chilled pick to zero operations see no benefit, as they do not need to store the product. Once again, the mixed case pallets are the most expensive due to the need to break down, count, and then put away, which introduces the likelihood of counting errors which will ultimately affect product availability on shelf. Increasing the number of full pallets is clearly ideal, but this can be challenging due to inventory cover limits. Here we can see the costs for both the supplier and the retailer for the as-is scenario. For layer pallets, the cost is about 5 times greater for both parties, and the retailer costs have now risen from 65% to 80% of the supplier costs, even with the simpler to offload sandwich pallets. For the case pick pallets, the underlying costs are over 3 times greater than the layer pallet and 15 times greater than for a full pallet. The ORCA Optimizer software optimizes order multiples, converting layer orders into full pallets and mixed case orders into layers. ORCA Insight software models the cost impact of these changes and identifies the savings made by each party. In this example, the benefits of the ORCA software are clear. A 31% reduction in total cost by increasing the full and layer-picked pallets and reducing the case-picked pallets. ORCA Software is developed by and only available from Simply Supply Chain.